Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today we're going to talk about a new brand that I've never tried. It's the brand CYO. It's sold at Walgreens. It's also sold like on their own website. I bought them online just because I kept looking for one particular product and it was out of stock at like every Walgreens around me for months. So I finally was like, oh my gosh, forget it. I'll just buy it online. But you know that feeling you get when you have to order from like a specific site that you don't get like free shipping over a certain amount. So I'm like, I've recently been trying to try new brands that I've never tried before. I did this recently with the brand Clarins, which I will link below. That one's much pricier. The most expensive product here we're trying is $7. So this is way more affordable, but I've heard amazing things about some of these products. The first thing we're gonna try today is the Illuminating Mixing Cream. I bought it in the shade Turn on the Light and it is $5. This, it says you can prime with it, you can mix with like your moisturizer or foundation, you can use it on top, maybe like on the high points of your face. I'm gonna use it as my primer because that's just what I'm gonna do. Everything's like really lightweight and plasticky, but I kind of like that. Like the traveler in me is like, ooh, these are all so lightweight. They're not gonna add any weight to like my bag that I'm carrying. But let's just see, this is truly, I haven't even like swatched these. It looks an awful lot like MAC Strobe Cream, which is kind of, oh, and it has a kind of pleasant smell, but there's definitely a smell to it. This looks just like MAC Strobe Cream. Let me grab it. I said cream. So this is MAC Strobe Cream, and this is one, I've recently been reaching for this a lot. It's kind of the same thing. You can wear it as kind of a glowy primer. You can mix it. So there's Strobe Cream, okay? Oh my gosh, did we just discover a dupe? Maybe this is already a dupe out there and I just haven't been paying attention. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is like dead on. Too bad I just did that dupes video. So there's the MAC one, there's the CYO one. Oh, the MAC one's like, I think a little over 20 bucks. And this CYO one is, like I said, 5. Now, how many ounces are we talking? Okay, so the MAC is 1.7 ounces and this is 0.67. So 50 mils, 20 mils. In the end, let's see, 5 and 5. 10. Even if you double or triple this, you'd be paying 15 versus 20. So it's still technically cheaper, but it's something to think about, you know. So I forgot that I actually need to put it on my face. Let's try this. I don't really know how much to start with. That was like 2 pumps. I'll just start on my cheeks. It's a little bit thinner of a consistency though than the MAC one. There's no doubt about that. It kept emphasizing on the site that it is much less about glitter and more about like shimmer and glow, which, I mean, obviously. And there's no doubt that there's a glow there. I mean, that looks nice. That's what my face looks like when I use glowy primers. So that smell is so interesting though. It reminds me of something from my childhood. I can't pinpoint what. If anyone's ever smelled this, please let me know what you think. So maybe, I think I spoke incorrectly. I think the shade is Raise a Glass, but it's their Turn on the Light mixing cream. I don't know. I'll link below the exact one I have. That feels nice, actually. Really nice. And I'd be interested to try that with like more mattifying foundations, like if it really does kind of give it more of a creamy, glowy texture to tone it down. I really love like the Lancome Teint Idole foundation, but it's super high coverage. And I don't always want that, but I do like the look of it. But I'd be curious to mix it with something like this just to see how it looks. So the product, the real reason I'm even doing this video is because I wanted to freaking try this product. So many of you guys are like, Jessica, why have you not tried this yet? And I'm like, literally because it's been sold out. So it is the CYO Long Lasting Foundation. It's called their Lifeproof Foundation. And this was also sold out online for a long time. So today when I was researching and checking, it's in stock right now. So just something to be aware of. It seems to sell out quickly. But I got the shade 101. That's kind of what I gleaned would be the right shade for me. So it definitely is a really nice kind of grayish neutral tone, which I like. So I'm gonna do half my face with the sponge and half maybe with my finger, maybe with a brush. We're gonna feel it out. If I like it with the sponge, maybe I'll just do all sponge. But yeah, this is like a dead on shade match for me. Holy moly, that's perfect. Okay, y'all weren't playing around. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, let me zoom you guys in. That was one quick coat. You saw. No makeup, makeup. Why is this only $7? I mean, I'm glad about it. Nobody change it, please. Don't get any ideas, CYO. Okay, well, I guess I'm doing both sides with the sponge. I'm loving the way this is looking, so. And I'd prefer to use a sponge most of the time anyway with with foundations that have some coverage. This is not sponsored. I bought this on my own. Are you guys seeing this? Am I freaking out? And you guys are like watching like, Jessica, it doesn't even look that good. It looks amazing in person. I'm drooling about it. I'm drooling. Why have other companies not figured out what CYO is doing right? I would say in total, I'm probably using 3 or 4 pumps for my entire face. Just FYI. This looks really pretty over that little like glowy primer stuff too. We're definitely gonna do a check-in at the end of the day. We gotta see how this crap wears because we gotta see how this stuff wears because this is like too good to be true. It's like when you're buying a car online and it's a brand new car and for some reason they're selling it for $4,000. There's a reason it's too good to be true. That's how I feel about this. Like this is a brand new car being sold for $4,000. What? I'm really excited about this foundation. This is like honest, you guys. I have to pack in the next few days and I'm bringing one foundation with me for our Alaskan cruise. And I'm already like, well, this is obviously, I'm like, Jessica, slow down. You need to see how it wears. But I am pumped about the way it looks initially. $7, you guys. Let me throw on some concealer and brows and then we're gonna try some other face products. So if you are curious, the concealer I just used is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage, one of my absolute favorite concealers ever. And then I'm still trying out the new, well, it's new to me, the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in the shade, I think, Dark Brunette. So that's what I have on if you were curious. So let's play with this cheek product I'm really excited about. This is probably like second place next to the foundation that I was the most excited to try. It's their cream shadow and blush. So this is in the shade Only Words. I haven't swatched it yet. It's a cream blush. Oh, whoa, that's so much more pigmented than I would have guessed. So it says to use your fingers on the site. This is $5, by the way. I'm a little nervous about that. I want to use a brush just to see. This is this Sephora angled diffuser number 60, but I'm going to kind of tap some off because, yeah, this is no joke. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. I just worried that if I went in, ooh, even there, straight away, it'd be a little too much. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. This is a little bit of a drier cream blush than I feel like a lot of the ones I've been using lately, especially the ones that are like in sticks, but that probably just means this is gonna stay in place really well. I'm excited to see. So like I said, just stippling it in and then stippling a little bit off before going in. Ooh, this is a good use for this brush. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was easy. That was fast. Enjoying that. We'll see how it wears. I don't have much else to say. I mean, that I like the color, that you just saw how quickly and easily that applied. What else do I say? I feel like it's just speaking for itself. Okay, this next one I'm gonna use in a couple different ways. This is the CYO Bronzing and Highlighting Palette it's their Shimmer Switch, and it's in Lost in Space. This is $5 as well. And it's one of those kinds of products, kind of like the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick, or like Physicians Formula does them too. A lot of brands do these now. Where you could use it as bronzer, highlighter, you could use it as eyeshadow. I'm gonna do all that, just because why not? So I just kind of wanna see, just swatching the darker and the lighter, and then let me mix it just to see what that looks like too. Yeah, so we're gonna try to kind of do it all here. So I'm gonna grab one brush, and I'm gonna grab kind of the deeper end and kind of bronze with it. Definitely gonna be more of a glowy bronzer, obviously. I would say a fluffy brush is probably your best bet with this kind of thing, just to kind of get that like lighter wash of color, if you will. So now let's try the highlight area, and I'm just gonna focus up there. That looks nice, no complaints. So I wanted to use it as eyeshadow too, because why not? So I'm just gonna, honestly, I'm gonna take kind of the top 3, and just for like a quick eye look. I'm not really going out today. I'm going to get my nails done because they desperately need to be redone, and doing a lot of editing. So I figure I don't need a crazy eye look. I mean, when do I ever really do a crazy eye look? But that looks nice. And then I'm gonna grab some of the deeper area. This is pretty, man. Like the quickest eye look ever, maybe. And then grab a little bit more of that shimmer and kind of tap it on the brow bone area, which I'd already kind of done when I was applying my highlight, but just to kind of bring it all together. That looks nice. So I just throw on some liner and mascara. I use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara, my favorite, and the Hourglass 1.5 millimeter liner just to kind of tight line. Wow, I'm excited to see how these wear. I'm gonna go about my day. I'm actually filming a day in the life video today as well. Big day, huge. I'm gonna check in at the end of the night because I'm so curious how all of this wears. Let me show you it all up close. So I just feel like that foundation looks so nice. Like it's not emphasizing any texture. It just looks like if I had perfect skin. You know what I mean? And then that blush and that highlight, the bronze, like all that looks pretty. And I might like it more as my eyeshadow. That was so fast and easy. It blended so quickly. And again, we'll see how it wears. I didn't put an eye primer on. I don't always use eye primer, especially when I'm throwing like bronzer in the crease. I just kind of stick it on. So we'll see how that wears. I feel like everything looks really natural, really pretty. Even though that's a powder highlight, I don't feel like it's emphasizing texture the way a lot of powder highlights do. It's kind of coming across as though it's a cream highlight. That's pretty cool. So like I said, I'm gonna go about my day. We'll see how this wears. Check-in time. It's 10:30. Probably been on like 10 or 11 hours. I want to say I put it on around noonish, maybe 11. So looking at it closely, I feel like the foundation wore pretty well. I feel like my skin still looks like my skin. Again, a little bit of redness, but not as much as usual has broken through on my nose. I feel like usually it's a little bit more. But again, there's still a little bit of wear here. And I didn't work out or anything today. I did get my nails done though for Africa, for Alaska. And so my nail tech was like, oh, we'll make it look Alaskan. I was like, glaciers. But I feel like the glow of my face looks really healthy and nice. Like up close, far away, it genuinely looks nice. So I liked that mixing medium stuff too. What else did I put on? Oh, so the highlighter, bronzer stuff, I don't think it stayed a super long time on my face, but I do think it stayed pretty well, especially for no eye primer on my eyes. And again, it was such a quick, natural look. So I could see myself using it that way a lot because it's such a versatile product and it was so easy to use. And really, that's not necessarily just that CYO product. You could do that with the Physicians Formula version, the Bobbi Brown version, but that one's only $5 and it was really nice. And then the cheek color, I think you can definitely still see it. Don't you think? It's definitely still there. And so I can't tell if where it's kind of worn off a little bit there, if it's the blush, the foundation, both, but everything's there and everything I think looks still nice. All I know is I can't wait to use like literally all of those products again. This is like not ever happened where all of the products I tried, I actually thoroughly enjoyed and I like genuinely want to use all of them again tomorrow. So if you enjoy this style of video where I'm just focusing in on like 3 or 4 products and really talking about them, seeing how they perform, etc., please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. I know I do a lot of videos where, you know, I'm focusing on all kind, like a full face of new makeup, but it can get so overwhelming because it's so many products at the same time. I feel like when I can try 3 or 4, just a handful of them, it gives me a better picture of really how they perform because I can really hone in on what I'm trying out that day. So if you did enjoy this, I also hope that you'll subscribe before you leave so you can catch my future beauty and lifestyle videos, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.